Okay, there you go. Right now I'm recording session. Now guys, I will share my screen. Okay. This one and this one. Okay guys, so today I will give you some explanations about different stuff that is included in the material. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I guess that you can see my screen. Yeah. According to the program, you
Yes,
can see my
teacher.
screen. Yeah. Good.
Yes.
So, what is the idea, guys? The idea is that you are in this level. You are in 9. That is this one. So it is important, guys, that you read this information that you have in announcements. Okay. Look at this. You have announcements and you have this information. Look at this. At the beginning, you have the video, you have a message, you have an announcement, what to do at the beginning. Here you have another announcement with the link for this conference. And here you have different things that is a good idea to do. Example, the social forum, it's good to participate, okay? It's not gradable, so it doesn't have any grade. There's neither the social forum or the prior knowledge survey. That is a good idea that you do it, all right? Okay. And then in here, you have the time when the activity starts and the time when the activity finishes. So the activity for learning activity 1 starts, or started in fact, started yesterday and will finish on the 24th. Look at this, to the 24th. But as you know, guys, you know that this kind of education, like virtual education, is opened. What I mean by open, so it doesn't matter that this activity finishes on the 24th. It means that if you don't have time to do them, so don't worry, you can continue do the activities even if the deadline is done. Okay, so in fact, you have until the 26th, July 26th, to finish all and each and every one of the activities and the evidences that we have. Okay, so but it's better that you do it little by little, because if not, guys, it's gonna be a little bit hard at the end if you haven't done anything by that moment, that you start just doing everything at the same. Okay, so just one day it's gonna be hard. For that reason, it's just a little bit better to do it little by little. Now, here, guys, here you have the learning activity 1 that is started today. In here, the previous activity that is started yesterday. No, it started today. It started yesterday, and will finish, advisable to do it on the 24th. Now here, guys, so I wrote the evidence. Let me put it in here. So you have, for this activity, the activity 1 is at 25%. You will have 4 evidence to do. Okay, so 4 pieces of evidence. The first one is the interactive activity, movies premiere. The second one is something I will always treasure. This is the title. And look at this. This something I will always treasure is the 10%. The blog is 5% and 7 wonders 5%. What is the idea? This one is an activity interactive. It's an interactive activity like a game that I will show you in a minute. Something I will always treasure is 10% because it's a written exercise. You have to write a composition. This one, the blog, what you wouldn't recommend, you have to write some notes about a movie that you really wouldn't recommend because it was bad, because you didn't like it, and you have some steps to do. The blog, in here, the new 7 Wonders of the World is an audio file. So you will record your voice. You will record your voice and you will send that link to me. Okay, there you go, guys. So right now, where you can find these ones, okay? This, and this, okay? These 4. Where are you gonna find them? So first of all, guys, before I forget it, guys, so please update your data. Okay, update your data and your information, because it's important, guys, when you get your certificate, because when you finish this level, you will get your certificate for the level 9. I assume and I guess that you already have the previous certificates from the beginners till number 8, and this is the 9th. This is the last one for Sena virtual class. The idea, guys, is that you are totally sure that your data is complete and correct, because if not, the certificate is not gonna be out correctly. Okay, so check your name, you get in there and check your name in Sophia Plus. Check your name, that your name is correct, that your identification number is good, so everything. Okay, so please do it. Now let's verify where you can find this information. I mean, all these ones. Okay, this, and this, you have 4, so you have to be aware about what you gotta do. Now, If you can see my screen on the left side, you can see the menu. Your menu is a little bit different. Let's change it to that one. I will change to the learning view. All right, there you go. Now this is your menu, because in the previous one it was a little bit bigger because it's the instructors menu. In here, guys, you have these ones. Now, what are you gonna do? First of all, you will go in here to contenido del curso. You click it in here. You know all of this one because you have done all the levels in here. You click on Proyecto, and in here you click on Activity 1, like this. But before that, before clicking on Activity 1, look at that you have a schedule. In a schedule guide, you will click it in there, click it again in there, and again, all right? And automatically you will have the schedule. Look at this. You have the schedule. Previous activities, when did the previous activities started, and when will they finish? 7th of June, June the 17th. And in here, learning activity 1, 24th, the learning activity 2, from the 28th of June till July the 6th. But what happened? It doesn't mean that in this moment your activities of the second one are blocked. So it means that if you want to start doing the activities for the number 2 right now, so be my guest, you can do it, no problem. Even from the learning activity 3 or learning activity 4, doesn't matter. But the really important, guys, is that when you get here, yeah, till this date, July the 26th, this is the last day. This is the deadline, okay, to send everything, or not everything, but the most that you can do, right? Because in here, if you received an email, you got information about that. You can, the activity is until the 28th, but in fact, it's not till the 28th. It's till the 26th. Why not? Because the 28th, from the 26th till the 28th, is just management handling of papers. I mean, so we have to verify who approved, who didn't. We have to send that information to Sena. Sena have to evaluate everything, to check the evidence, and to check a lot of different information. And after that, they will start issuing your certificates. Okay, but this until the 27th for the management administrative handling. But in here, till the 26th, this is the evidence that you have to send. Automatically on the 26th, the information will, I mean, the platform will closed. Okay, will be closed. Now, check that thing. All right. Now, guys, in here, as you can see in the schedule, you have all the evidence that you have to present. Look at this, the blog, number 1, evidence, number 2, interactive, number 3, and number 4. Okay, these ones. Okay. Now, let's check it out. So you click in here in the schedule. Now you will click on activity 1. Click on activity 1. And in here, look at this. You have learning guide, material. This is the support material. What is the support material? It's the information that you have to study. In that way, you can send your tasks. But first of all, I will tell you, and in here in the support material, sorry. And in that way, so you can study the information. But right now, we're going to focus on the evidence that you have to send. Look at this. The first one is interactive activity. The second one, the blog. The third one, something I always treasure. And the fourth one, the new 7 wonders of the world. Now, let's check the first one. What are you going to do in the interactive activity? Let's go look at this. Activity 1, interactive activity. Click on it. And again, click on it. So this is a kind of game. So these are the dates, but you will click in here in a score. Per score. Click in there. Now, when you get there, guys, you can accept again, and you will have this. What are you gonna do in here? So click on next and click on next. Now what happened? In here you have this line of people. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you have, I mean, in here you have some the ticket stalls where people will sell the tickets. And you need to sell the tickets, or these girls need to sell the tickets to these people who are making the queue. But what happened in here? The idea is like they have to buy the ticket, and they can buy the ticket if you answer correctly, okay, with some information that you will study in the support material. So in this case, guys, so you have this girl. So we have to verify this one. It's getting to a film to watch a movie. The film you're going to watch today, and you have to decide if it's A, if it's B, or if it's C. You will have 7 questions because you have 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you answer the 7, you're right. Okay, you pass this evidence. If you fail in 2, you can be okay, but if you fail 3, that is not correct. So according to this is a topic that we're going to study that is called passive voice. I will give you the explanation in a minute. So, but in here you say the film you are going to watch today, you have to decide, is being direct, has been directed, or is direct by. So you have to verify which one is the correct. Let's click on B.
Right answer. You got a ticket.
So, and look at this. The girl just goes to this place, okay, to this stall, and she bought it. And it's the second one, right? The movie. Right now we're gonna choose the incorrect. We're gonna choose an incorrect just for you to see what is going on. It will be red. It will say that is not okay, and automatically you will lose one opportunity here. All right. So the movie, this is incorrect. C is not correct. The correct is this was filmed in different cities. Okay. So, but let's click one that is incorrect. Let's see. Look at this.
Be
Red,
careful. You
and
lost a
automatically the
ticket.
ticket, we lost it, and you will have red in here. Look at this. Yeah, red. So that person couldn't get into the cinema. So you have to answer the correct ones. And that's the idea. When you finish, I mean, with all this line just cross by, automatically you'll be okay and you will pass the evidence. All right, there you go. This is the first one. Yep. There you go. This is this one. Evidence interactive activity. So we finished that one. Let's go with the block. You click in here, block. You click again in block. And in here, you'll click in here in the blue color. Click it. And automatically you will have this information. Let's zoom it in a little bit. There you go. All right. Now here, guys, you have this block. It's the same. The main topic is cinema. Okay, movies, likes about the movies, everything. And in here, look at the title. What you wouldn't recommend. I mean, what movies? The most of the times we recommend good movies, movies that you like. But in this evidence, so we have to say which movie you say no, that was bad. That was so bad that I wouldn't recommend you to check that one. Now, how are you gonna do it, guys? So look at this. In here, you have the instructions in Spanish. Look at, in English, sorry. First of all, you have it in English. And you don't have it in Spanish. Okay, better. Yeah, it's just in English. So the idea is that you are going to check, you're going to say what you wouldn't recommend. This is written. Yeah, and you have to check this. You have to choose a book or a movie. Yeah, look at this here. And if you choose a book, you have to say who wrote the book, when was the book published, where does the story take place, and everything. Okay, if you choose a movie that you wouldn't recommend, you have to say that. Who directed it, when was it premiered, where does the story take place, and that's it. All these answers, okay, in your composition. And in here you have an example, yeah, about a person who did it. Look at this. So here you have, I recently saw the movie, blah blah blah. So they are saying the story and including here, so they answer this, okay, because it's a movie, right? So you have to answer it. It's included. It's not like you ask the question and you answer the question isolated. Question and the answer isolated. No, it's like you get them, and in the text you answer them. And this is a kind of sample. So you can write with all the information that you have. All right. Okay, that's the idea. And then you send it. How are you gonna send it? So first of all, look at it. You have two possibilities to send the block. The first possibility is the way that we have arrived in, that we have been doing so far. I mean, so proyecto, right? Activity 1, then block, what you wouldn't recommend. And in here you will click in block. Look at this block. Click, block, and automatically you will be taken to this place. You click in here in this green kind of colored words. Okay, and here you will write it. Okay, so in here I put the instructions. I just wrote instructions in here, and you will write it in there. Okay, and that's it, as Joiner did it already. So you will go in there and you will write it. There you go, and you send it. Now look at this commentaries, and you click on commentaries and you write it. You want it in there, or you open a new one. That's okay. As the same way that you have been sending the blocks in the previous levels. Now, the second way that you can do it is that you're in here, right? Example, imagine that you're in the principal main site. So you're in here and you click on block. Click on block. And look at this. You're in the same place. Click on the green colored words and that's it. Okay, you're in the same place. You have these two ways to do it. Let's go back. Tenía el curso. Proyecto. And in here we are in activity 1. And look at this. Evidence interactive activity. We already did it. I mean, the explanation. This one, blog, what you wouldn't recommend. We already did it. And right now, we have this too. Something I will always treasure. You click it, and you click it in here. Something I will always treasure. And in here, again, on the underlined colored words, click it on it, and automatically you have this, right? Let me zoom it in a little bit. Look at this, something I will always treasure, yeah? So this is the composition, and this is the one which word 10% of the first 25% of the first activity. So what are you going to do? You have to write 400-word composition. Look at this. About something someone gave you that means a lot to you. Okay, I don't know, a gift, maybe for a birthday present, maybe something that it was important for you, could be an object, could be anything that you want it to. Okay, and in here they say, if it is possible, include a picture of the object. I don't know, maybe somebody gave you I don't know, like a toy, right? Like this one. You say, well, this is important for me because, and you mention, you start saying this. Who gave it to you? When was it given to you? Why was it given to you? All right. And in your composition, you write about it. Okay. You say, yes, this toy was special because one person gave it to me and it was really important because in that day I was sad. I don't know. You decide what you want to share. And 400 words. What is this 400 words? You write it when you type it. Look at this example. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Normally per line, when we write it, there are around 15 words. So it means that you write 20 lines. With 20 lines, that's more than perfect. Okay? In fact. Now, and you answer this one. And this is a model. This is a model paragraph. Look at this. Model paragraph, if you want to read it. I mean, it's not like a you copy, but this is a model. Okay, look at this. Every morning when I leave home, I pass by one, It's not complete, but it's a story. Okay, so this is the thing that you gotta do. How are you gonna send it? So you record it or you saved it. You save it on the computer, and then you click in here, evidencia. Evidencia. Right? And when you get here, you will put it in here. So you click on adjuntar un archivo, and you put it in there. You look for it in your computer, right? And as a piece of advice, guys, so you can put it in here, adjuntar, and additionally, you can paste it here, okay, here and in here, in the two ways. In that way, so for sure, I will receive it. And you click on contestar, and that's it. Okay, it's no more. So the next one, proyecto, activity 1. So look at this interactive activity. We finish the game. Blog, what you would recommend. So you will say the movie that you wouldn't recommend. Something I will always treasure. You will write about an object that is important for you and explain why and follow the question that you have there. And evidence, the new 7 wonders of the world. This, you will click it there. You will click it in here and it's an audio file. Okay, so click it here in the blue colored underline sentence, and in here what happened. Let me zoom it in a little bit more for you. So it's gonna be about 7 wonders of the world. You have to choose one of the 7 wonders, and then you will record an audio file and talk about that one. Okay, so that is the idea that you gotta do. Now here, look at this. You have, it says that you have 2 steps. That the first step is to investigate about these 7 wonders. Look at this. The Great Wall of China, the Christ, the Redmere, Machu Picchu, Chichen Itza, Coliseum like this, all of this, okay? but you will check one of them. Okay, you have to check one of them and to say why it is important, what do you know about it, everything about it in an audio file. And what happened in an audio file, you can record it with your mobile phone, you can record it with the computer, anything that you wanted to. But as a piece of advice, guys, I will tell you to go to this www.bucaro.com. Let me paste it to the chat. There you go. All right. There and to the chat. There you go. Click and click. There you go. To this one. All right. So you will click it in here. Bucaro. Click it, and automatically it will take you to this place. What happened with this place? This is kind of useful, guys, because sometimes when we record, sometimes we record and the format it's different or it's so heavy to upload it in the platform. But so with this app or with this website, so you will avoid everything, all these kind of problems. So the only thing that you're gonna do is just to click in here in this bottom, click it, and automatically you click on allow, right here, and then automatically, can you see that this kind of square is flashing in red, and this the seconds are going up. So it means that everything that I'm saying in this moment, it's being recorded. So you click it, click, and automatically you have this. If you want to listen to yourself, you click on play, and then you click on guardar y compartir, guardar y compartir, and then can you see this link? This is the link that you will send to me. So you will click on these squares. Look at this, click it, right? And automatically, if you put it in another place, it doesn't matter where. Let's put it in here. Let's copy and paste. Look at this. This is the audio that I have just recorded. And then automatically, can you see? So can you see here? 50 seconds. So that's it. That's the link. So what are you going to do? So you will go to your platform. This we were in. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, continue curso, proyecto, activity 1, and evidence, the new 7 wonders of the world. And look at this, ver evidencia. Click on ver evidencia. And look at this. You have in here, you click it, paste it, the link. Look at it, you can paste it over here. You want it, let's put it over here, erase everything, and paste it. Look at this. I paste it in here. Normally, you upload a file, normally, because it's a file, it's a written file, but this is an audio file, audio, no written file. So you will click in here, adjuntar un vínculo, you click it in here, you paste it, and you click in here. And that's it. Okay, look at this. Yeah, you have it over here. That's it. No more. Okay, so that is the idea, guys. Okay, there you go. Now, let's go back. So let's erase that because we don't need it. Okay. And continue course again. Yeah, so you can do it in both. And those are the activities that you have to send for this activity, for activity number 1. All right. Okay. Now, another way that you can do, in another way that you can send your evidences. So you can go to evidencias, click, look at this, left. And in here, so you check for the names. You have to check the name. It's not, they are not in order. Okay. If you want, you can click in here, ordenar, forma ascendente. And look at this. So if you want something I will treasure, you click it and you put it. The new 7 wonders, and that's it. These 2. Okay, you go to the block, number 3, or you go to the interactive activity. Okay, remember the interactive activity, so you go to contenido de curso. This is one way. Or the second way is you go to contenido de curso, proyecto, activity 1, and you start doing the activities. All right? All right, guys. So, questions so far? Until this moment, any question, guys? Any question that you think are like, I don't understand that part? No? Can you please answer in the chat if everything okay or everything is okay, or maybe you have a question about it? Okay, I guess that everything is okay. There you go. Okay, Good, good, good. So you will learn a lot, Carmen. If you study the material, it's gonna be so easy. Okay, good. Now let's go to the material. I'll close all this. There you go. Good. So we're in here. Now, guys, what is the material and where can you find it? So you will go here to Contenido de Curso. Again, Curso. You will click on Proyecto, this. Then you will click on Activity 1. Then you will go here, Material Made in Hollywood. Material Made in Hollywood. And you have this. You have these two materials. One that is interactive and one that is a PDF file to download. As you are in here, you're autonomous to do everything that you wanted to. You can go to this one on the left, that is a multimedia, or you can go to the right, the one that you prefer. It's exactly the same material, but the only difference is that in this material you will see it because it's a PDF file, and that's it. You don't have audio, but in the one on the left you have the audio file. Okay, so as a piece of advice, you can click on this one, you can read the material, and when you get all that information, then you go to the virtual, okay? But it's up to you. I will click in here on the right. Is this the material? Look at this. And in here, guys, you have information, right? Look at this. In this part, let me zoom it in a little bit more. In this part, guys, so you have introductory material, right? And in here you have the two principal topics that you are going to see in this material. Passive voice, simple present, and past forms. Okay, so we have passive voice in different structures, but in this level, so it's gonna be just simple present and past forms. Now, and in here, expressing opinions about books and movies. That if you see, it's so really, it's so similar to the evidence that you have to send. Same, right? And in here you have a dialogue. So the idea is that you read the dialogue, right? You go down, this part, you have the dialogue, and included in the dialogue, it's grammar. But if you need explanation, look at this. You have the explanation about this. Passive voice and active voice. That is information that I will explain in some minutes. Okay? So the idea is that you read. You read that information, you verify that information, you check that, you check the examples. Look at this, you have examples. You have here some organized sentences and samples. Look at this. How to do it. Yeah, you have a lot of information, guys. So the idea is that you read that information, check about the genders of the movies. Look at that you have horror, drama, action, comedy, classic, everything. Okay, and there you have more examples. When you finish with this material, all right, because you can read it, you can check it. Look at this, a lot of information. Then you can go. When you finish with this, it's not necessary that you send this one. This is not to develop. This is not to send. This is just for you to study. But you don't have to send it to me, just to study. Now, when you do this one, you can go to here, to the multimedia version. So you click on the multimedia, and automatically you will have this audio. You will have some people in here just talking.
Made in
You will have this. Introduction is the same information that you check in here. Contextualization,
contextualization.
the same exercises that you had.
Hi, Joanna.
The same dialogue. You have comprehension. There are some extra exercises. Look at this exercise A, B, C, D. You have practice 1. You have more exercises. And the idea is that you explore, okay? Explore and verify it. Verify that information. Now, guys, I will give you an explanation or a short explanation about how to use the topic. Have you so far studied passive voice? Can you remember, guys, that? Can you answer in the chat? No? Okay, I hope. Okay, I guess that you haven't studied that one, so I will explain it to you right away. Now, guys, what is going on with that? In fact, let's do something. I will share a link to you. Just give me a second and I will send this to you. There you go. This is it. All right, I will share it to you. Okay, this is me some years ago, but in this case, I will explain the passive voice. I mean, I will explain the same topic that I will explain it to you in this moment. But of course, in this moment, I will explain it a little bit. I mean, just in the base, okay? In here, you have all the explanation. It's complete explanation. You have like 30 minutes explanation in the video. So, as a piece of advice, check the video, all right? But of course, I will give you some explanations. There you go. This is the video. There you go. This is the one, okay? So, that's the idea. Now, guys, when you have time, all right? When you have time, check the video. Now, right now, what is that passive voice that I will tell you right away? Second, and I open this one. And where is the pen? Just give me a second while the board is open. So, the passive voice, okay, it's getting longer. Okay, the passive voice is the topic that we're going to study. What is that? When you use the passive voice is when you don't want to say who is making the, or who is doing the action, who is developing the action, all right? So that is the idea with this. Now, let me, it's taking long. Example, imagine that I say, the normal traditional information that we have, let's put it somewhere here, good, there you go. No, let's write it with column. Yeah, let's write it with this. Now, guys, example, if I say, he bought a book. In English, guys, normally we always start with, or not always, but most of the time we start with the subject. And the important in a sentence is the subject, okay? Is who is doing this, okay? So he bought a book. The important it was he, not her, not another person. It's just he, okay? So but what happened? But there is a grammar structure that you use when you don't want to say who is doing it, okay? When it's not important, okay? The important is the action itself, but not just who did it. So in that case, you have two ingredients. You need two ingredients. You need the verb to be and you need the past participle. The verb to be, you know, guys, that is is, and are, right? We know that. And in past tense, we know that is was, and we know that is were. Present are, past were, present is, past was. All right? Now, what happened? This is the verb to be. And now, what is the past participle? The past participle is example. These kind of verbs that you have in present, you say speak. This is present. Spoke. This is past. And spoken. Okay, spoken. This is the past participle. In the irregular verbs, is not the first column. It's not the second column. It's the third column. Okay, the third, this one. So with this, we have to use this one, the verb to be and the past participle. When we do this one, when we do that, okay, the verb to be and the past participle, automatically is not important the person. Example, you can say, that book was bought. That book, let's put it over here, verb to be, was, and the past participle, bought. Okay, who bought it? It's not important. It's not necessary to say who. It's not important. So, but when you don't want to say who did the action, automatically, so we use the verb to be and the past participle. All right, that's the idea. Now, if you want to translate it in Spanish, so you're saying, compraron el libro. Okay, or ese libro fue comprado. But normally we don't use that. Okay, we don't say ese libro fue comprado. It sounds so strange. So you say, compraron el libro. Genial, ya tenemos dinero. compraron el libro, hicieron una muy buena decisión. Entonces, utilizamos eso. So, we use that. But when you don't want to say who, automatically, verb to be and the past participle. Past participle and verb to be, always. If the sentence is in past, the verb to be in past. If the sentence is in present, the verb to be in present. Okay? Example, if you want to say, mira, pintaron el muro. Pintaron el muro, quedó bonito. The wall was painted. Okay? The wall was painted. Okay? And that's it. No more. Okay? The wall was painted. Pintaron el muro. ¿Quién? Is not important. No sé, no se dice. No dice acá. No es importante. So, that is the idea with this passive voice. And this is the information that you will have in the material. Okay? So, if you want to say, in present, let's say a present sentence. Los niños los regañan. No. A los niños los regañan. Muchas veces los regañan a los niños. ¿Quién los regaña? No sabemos. Children. Children. Vamos a decir lo regañan. Como no estamos diciendo quién, utilizamos ese tema. So we're not saying who, so we have to use this topic. So you say children are, regañar is scold. Scold. In past participle, scolded. O regañar, tell off. Irregular. So children are told off. Okay? Sí, a los niños los regañan todos los días, están tristes. Children are scolded every day, they are sad. Children are told off every day, and they are sad. Okay, so can you see, in this moment, I use this structure, right here, I use this structure, the verb to be, present, I'm sorry, past, present, okay? So I use the verb to be, and then I use the past participle, and automatically with these two ingredients, so is the structure that you use when you don't want to say who is making that. Okay, and that's it. Okay, is that, guys? So the idea, guys, is that you read the material. Okay, this was kind of fast explanation about it. Okay, but the idea is that you read the material. Imagine that you want to do it, but in question. In question. So in question is easier because the only thing that you do is this. Verb to be, you put it before, and that's it. Was that book bought? ¿Compraron el libro? ¿Quién? Me interesa. Look at this. This before. Was the wall painted? ¿Pintaron el muro? ¿Quién? Me interesa. Question. Are children scolded? ¿Quién los regaña? No me interesa. Lo importante es que están tristes porque los regañan. Okay, so that is the idea with this. In negative, easier. Wasn't, because it's the verb to be, aren't, isn't, weren't, normal. All right, this is the verb to be. So that is the passive voice. Okay, guys, so right now I will open. He has bought a book. It's different, Carmen, because if you say he has bought a book, you're saying él ha comprado un libro. O sea, él lo compró. Pero yo no quiero decir quién lo compró. Quiero decir que alguien compró un libro, pero no quiero decir quién. So in that case, so we use the present, the verb to be, and the past participle is different. Okay. Example, imagine that you want to say, han comprado un libro. You can use it. A book has been bought. Okay. But in this moment, is the same verb to be. Look at this in the chat. Is the verb to be been, and after the past participle. All right. But I have used has or have. But you're gonna check it after that, because this is passive voice with present perfect. I mean, other structure. Okay. So, but so far we're gonna mechanize this structure. Yeah. And then it's gonna be so easy for you guys. So as a piece of advice, guys, check this. Check the video. In the video, I explain little by little, step by step. Okay. So I step that, and I will send some information through the channel from Telegram. I will open a Telegram channel, and I will send information over there. Okay, I will put the channel on the announcements in the platform. That way you click on it and you can check it. Okay, guys, so far, questions about it? Because it was kind of fast, okay? But questions about it? All right. So far, guys, the idea is that if I mean, for you who didn't come, I mean, so because in this moment I'm Carmen, I guess, and Berta. But for people who didn't come, but you are checking this recording, check it again the video, all right, to verify what kind of tasks you have to send, and to check the audio, the video that I sent for the explanation. Okay, so remember, I will send to your platform in here in announcements, announcements. I will send the Telegram link. In that way, you can get in there, and I will send information over there, information about explanations, information about the material in here, different things. Okay. Okay, guys. So I will open a kind of space for questions. If you have any question, all right. If you have a question, let me know. Okay, I will switch it to Spanish just a little bit for these questions. Okay, les voy a hablar y les voy a dar, voy a abrir la oportunidad de preguntas. Si tienen dudas en español, cuéntenme. Dudas que tengan, preguntas.
Profe, buenas tardes.
Hola, Berta, ¿cómo
Soy
estás?
Sara Giraldo.
Dime.
Bien, gracias. Soy Sara Giraldo. Es
Ok.
que estoy desde el computador de mi hermana.
Ah, listo, listo, Sara, ¿cómo estás? Dime.
Gracias. La pregunta, su email, ¿cuál es, profe? Es que como está lloviendo muy fuerte y yo
Ajá.
vivo en una finca, la conexión ha estado, pues, por ratos.
Ah, listo, listo, perfecto. Ese lo tienen aquí, mira, en el anuncio. Ustedes
¿En
ingresan por
dónde,
si se te olvida.
profe?
Ahorita ya te lo paso, pero por si se les llega a olvidar,
Ah, bueno,
mira que lo tienes aquí.
listo,
Te
profe.
vas a anuncios, ves a
Sí,
¿ves esto? Y mira, aquí en la parte de abajito, aquí, espérate que yo se los envío. Acá, foro, y el de contacto, que lo ve que lo hice en esos, ¿no? Bueno, ahorita verifico porque yo juraba que se los había colocado, pero es M Castiblanco
M.
51,
Castilla.
M Castiblanco
Sí,
51,
sí,
arroba micena.edu.co.
micena.edu.com.
Ujú.
Listo, profe.
Ok,
Gracias.
there you go. Listo, chicas, ¿alguna otra duda, pregunta que tengan?
No, profe.
Ujú. Bueno, en todo
Por
caso nos
parte
vamos a ir
mía,
comunicando
gracias.
por los anuncios, por los foros de preguntas, se pueden comunicar conmigo por el email y por el canal que les voy a colocar de Telegram, ¿ok? Se los voy a colocar en un anuncio
Perfecto.
y ahí les va a aparecer y pues por allí yo les voy a enviar información.
Listo, profe.
¿Listo, chicas?
Muchas gracias.
A ustedes, entonces cuídense un
Bueno,
montón, se me cuidan, empiecen a hacer sus evidencias, sus juiciositas y lean ese
sí,
material y
señor.
van a ver que van a aprender un montón.
Eso es cierto. Muchas
Ujú.
gracias,
Listo.
profe.
Se me cuidan mucho, ¿ok?
Bueno,
Listo.
bye bye.
Hasta luego, que estén
Gracias,
muy bien,
igualmente.
chicos. Nos vemos.
Chao.
Bye bye.